I was very desperate for money. I owed a lot of people money. I owed my landlord money. Utilities were shut off. No electricity, no gas, no phone. And I had always watched, bank robberies on TV. Guys going to the bank and quick money running out. And with those thoughts in mind, I went into a bank on May 5th of 1997 and robbed a bank.
Martin Briseno started using and selling drugs as a teenager. Now in his 20s, nearly every penny went toward his cocaine habit. He got away with the first robbery, but when the money ran out, he decided to try it again. Bank teller Noel Quinones was on duty that day.
I see this guy with some type of mask. He had a gun in his hand, and first thing he did was he ordered everybody to hit the floor. Remember, he put his gun over the counter, pointed it at me. He ordered me to give him large bills. He said something like, "I'm not playing, give me the money, give me the money."
The only thing he would say was, "Oh my God, Jesus Christ, oh my God, Jesus Christ," over and over and over. Grabbed the money and I ran out the bank. And again, as I ran out the bank, I told myself, "Martin, you did it again, you got away."
But this time, a drive-through customer saw Martin get in his car and called the police.
I drove to my house on the west side of Grand Rapids. And when I got there, the police had the house surrounded already. I had always feared prison, and I knew if they caught me, I would probably spend a lot of time in prison.
He ran away, but he made one stop first.
I went to buy more crack cocaine from this guy I used to buy crack from. And we went around the back of the house. And the next thing that happens, I feel a big thump on my head, and they robbed me. They beat me, and they took all the money from the robbery. I couldn't seek help from the hospital because the police were looking for me. And again, I felt so insignificant and like a total failure. I just robbed a bank. The money's gone again.
Martin fled to Chicago. He moved in with a relative and assumed a new identity. One day, his brother called. He had visited the bank that his older brother had held up. While there, he met Noel Quinones, the man Martin held at gunpoint and robbed. Noel had a message for his brother.
And I said, just tell him that myself and the church that I go to, that we're praying for him, that God would do a miracle in his life.
And something happened that moment. I believe that moment, when I heard that message from my brother, I believe that was my turning point.
Martin says he knew he had been forgiven.
Immediately, I looked up, and I had a tear in my eye. I says, "God," I didn't even like God at the time. I said, "God, I want a heart like this man. I want to be able to forgive people, to love." This man, the bank teller, was showing me unconditional love. What I had did to him did not stop him from sharing that message that he was praying for me, that he actually cared enough to talk to God about my messed up life.
That's when Martin turned to God.
And I says, "God, if you're real, please change my life. I don't have anything to offer you. I'm an addict. I'm a fugitive. No one cares about me anymore. Can you change my life? Can you help me?" I then asked him, "Lord, will you come into my heart? Will you change my life from this point on? And if you do, if this stuff is real, I will live the rest of my life for you. I will serve you."
Afterward, Martin surrendered to police. He was given 10 to 60 years for the two robberies. He then turned to the Bible for encouragement.
There was a verse in the Bible, Jeremiah 29, which says, "I know the thoughts that I have towards you, thoughts of peace, to give you a future and a hope." And it was like God was speaking to me through his word. "Martin, you do have a future, you do have a hope, but you have to go through this difficult journey."
After serving 8.5 years, Martin made parole. One of the first things he did was look up Noel Quinones, the bank teller.
It was awesome. it was weird. It was like seeing a friend of yours that you haven't seen in many, many years. That's why it was surreal. And I believe that forgiveness is a decision. It's not a feeling. You have to decide to forgive someone.
Today, Martin and Noel remain good friends, and Martin is a husband and father.
The moment Christ entered my heart, I have been filled with such a gratitude to God for his mercy in my life, his favor, and for Jesus taking away my shame and my guilt and everything that I've done. I mean, that's empowering to understand the depths of that truth. He paid for it all.